Okay, dang. I hope my microphone is a lot more clearer than what it was before. I had to switch back to the Yeti. I had to switch back to the Yeti because, yeah, people complaining about. I guess the live is not loud enough. So, oh, let me turn it down. That's a little bit too loud. That's a little bit too loud. I'm about to take us all the way, but I'm about to take us back with this one because I always talk about the 4ACO DMT and the experiences that I had off of 4ACO was just they were some platinum experiences. Like they were, dang, that's real loud. They were some platinum experiences. I love what's up with it, Hugo. Much love too, bro. Yeah, I love the experiences that I had on 4ACO. They were so different, and the way they stood out, the way the places that they took me, the things that they showed me was beyond. It was beyond my way of thinking or what I believed to be so. It always took me so far. So like in this journey, I came upon Anubis, and like I was Anubis at certain points throughout the experience, and like I got so many experiences to share that it just doesn't make sense. Like when I think about how many times I dove in, it do kind of freak me out, and it because of what I learned along the way from seeing the things that I seen. Because you wouldn't think, because like I tell the story of the things that I'm seeing, but a lot of times I don't factor in what I learned from the experience, because I've seen so many different things. I've seen so much. Like when you see Anubis, it's one of the most beautifulest things that you could ever see, because you seeing this dog head god or entity that is so real. It's like, like the fur, his fur, the way the fur looked to me, it was like dark as night, but it was like the sky night. It wasn't like black night. No, it was dark like the sky night, like this crazy blue, to where you can almost see like stars within his fur and stuff. It was like one of the wildest experiences, but it was off of 4ACO. I found a lot of my 4ACO experiences that I actually took off of YouTube. I found a lot of them because I took all those lives down. So I'm bringing them back because it's a lot of new people on the channel, and they haven't went and actually watched the videos. Like I have videos within my playlist of DMT, mushrooms, Lucy. I have all these videos there for people to actually go and watch and see the experiences before you come and have questions about what I'm seeing on the new experiences once I start dropping the new experiences that I have. So you have to go back and look at these videos before you even get to going, hey, you feel me, well, what about this, what about this? There's a certain reason that I even look at things. I look at things and think the way that I do because of all these experiences that I already had, all these times I dove in, and the things that I seen as I dove in. So I wanted to bring this back and show it because I was in so many places. I was like in so many different lives, and like I was in realities that weren't even like a normal earthly reality. Like it wasn't inhabited. Like it wasn't an earthly reality where it was people and things of that nature. It was just levels of a room in like this big dark place. Say like you in a dark room that's all blackness, and over there you see rooms. Like you see one room that's like, let's say it's a square that got pillars, 4 pillars on each side that go up, that's holding up, and on top of that room it's another room, and then it got 4 pillars, and on top of that room it's another room. And in this place, it was other things that were going on around it, but this was like a place where Anubis resided at. And this is why I named the video like Anubis is a part of us all, because I think that's part of it, is that these different entities we built along the way. We made these entities from our belief systems, what we see. We made it in so many different ways. So it's like kind of trippy to even think about. But I'm gonna just jump into the video. We're gonna jump into the video, and then what's up with it, BGL? What'd you say? Yeah, that's that guy who stole that breakfast sandwich. It was only a sandwich, man. I'm just saying. But no, like it's like I like to say sometimes like it's different levels to this, but it's not. It's different realities. It's different ways of looking at it. It's different mind states, you know, and these different mind states build realities. They make realities, because I feel like we are the creator of not reality in general, as saying the animals and the plants and all these different things, but these different realities that exist within our minds and the minds of everybody. Everybody have their own thing that they're creating within their mind and that they're seeing. And like we was talking about this yesterday, like, you know, the higher self, the lower self, and, you know, and when you really like go so deep into psychedelics, you start to find out and see that these are things that we created by having our little boxes that we make, our files. If we say the Akashic records and we think about the files that are within the Akashic records, we're talking about stuff that was saved from the people that was previously here, and from ourselves. The stuff that we saved and put into these little boxes, and we saying, okay, this is the God box right here, and in the God box nothing bad is in there. There's nothing evil in there. It's only good itself exists within that thing. Now if you was to go into that box, it would be God. That's what it would be. It would be all the things that you made God out to be. And it's like, it's the trippiest thing. I've been researching how manifestation creates reality. And I think like a part of us is constantly manifesting our reality. We're constantly doing that. It's just we're manifesting what we desire. You feel me? Until somebody tell us, hey, you can manifest this over here. And what do? We run over there and we manifest that. You feel me? It's like we run around just manifesting constantly. This is like something that we just do as humans, you feel me, with reality. And like I wouldn't even call it manifesting, because I feel like a lot of the stuff is already here. All we doing is shaping it to ourselves. We making it part of us. We making it part of us. All the realities, we making it start and end with us. Like that's all you can do. Like it's the weirdest thing. But I want to dive into this video right here and listen to this video, because this was a good one. This was a good one. I always said, you know, because the 4-ACO DMT is like having a DMT experience for literally 6 hours. Like we take DMT, it lasts 15 minutes, but it seems like forever, right? So just think, if you diving in on 4-ACO, which is like taking 30, 40, 50 grams of mushrooms, it's like it lasts infinitely. It seems like it don't stop. It begins to play a part within your everyday life. Even when you come back, you can still see a lot of the things that you've seen, you feel me, within the experience. So now we don't realize it, but we do at the same time. It's a part of us. Like it's almost like the way the brain controls the body. The brain don't have to tell the eyes to see. It doesn't have to tell the ears to hear. It just does that naturally. So a lot of things that we do when we create in our own reality, we just naturally do it because this is what we do. Like you don't like it. Nothing has to tell you to do it. It's just naturally happening because this is the way that it goes. This is the way that it is. So it just does that. It don't matter what reality you create and what you decide to believe, what you accept. Your brain is going to naturally create things or grab things in order for your body to hold on to and make reality. It's just going to naturally do that. Everything that it grabs is just going to do that. It's going to always take from what was already there, what was said to us, what we was told it was, and it's going to naturally do that. Like soon each thought that comes, we jump from thought to thought to thought to thought to thought to thought, and it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. It's a continuum. It's like bro, it's crazy. But let's dive into the video. I'm gonna just go on and dive into the video right now so we can check this out.
I'm trying to see what your eyes.
I don't know why I get
you
this
don't
pause.
need your eyes to fucking see. If you want to see the real shit, use your mind, because your mind sees everything, bro. That shit was trippy.
Oh,
My
okay.
mind was seeing
Okay, because I had to go up a little bit, but like I was like in that stage of to where I was like I'm seeing all this stuff, and like instead of like letting my mind let me watch it, I was trying to look with my eyes. I was looking up, I was looking sideways, I kept opening my eyes coming out of my experience in order to try to see. And the psychedelics was telling me, man, stop trying to look with your eyes. Like your eyes is nothing but an extension of your mind already. So everything that you seeing is already in your mind. Stop trying to look with your eyes. You don't even need your eyes right now. Half the time I could close my eyes and I can walk around the house without even using my eyes to even get around, because my mind already done seen everything and it knows where everything is. It knows everything. So it's like, stop trying to see with your eyes. Stop trying to listen with your ears. You feel me? Let the mind work. Let the mind do what it do. Let the mind guide you and take you to all these different places. And it was like one of the hardest things to actually do. It's kind of hard to do.
everything, and I'm
Pause.
watching shit go on, bro. And they would call it tripping, or they would call it whatever they want, bro. It was to the point to where, nigga, I cut my eyes all the way out. No eyes. No eyes. I said, all mind. All mind. Fuck. And when
I
I
used to
say
curse
it
so
went,
much though.
it turned up, bro. It turned
Thing
up.
kept
I
recording.
said, yeah, okay.
That's why magic.
But I
is
kind of
always
get it.
fantasy.
I said, that's that Mr. Miyagi shit, though, with Daniel, because he like Daniel's son. Listen to me. You feel me?
We are
For
the
real.
alchemists.
Listen to me. You thinking you worried about what I got you doing, but everything I'm teaching you is preparing you and showing you. I'm showing you. So when these things come and they try to jump in you, booyah, you gonna react without even knowing that you reacted. And man, bro.
Yeah, that was wild right there. The fact that when all the ideas and the belief systems come to you, you're not gonna jump on it because somebody said, "Oh man, there's aliens over there in Miami that they seen." You're not just gonna jump in and go, "Oh, well, and start to believe all these different things that are just made up, that are not true, but we make them to be true." So it's preparing you for all these different systems of belief that come your way and go, well, look at this. And like we'll dive into like a religion or something and we'll be stuck in it for the rest of our lives without even knowing that it's not even really a thing. It's something that we're creating and we're accepting to believe. So it's like, Man, it's wow. It's wow, bro. Like it wouldn't be this many belief systems if all of it was, you know, if all of it was real, real, real. It would only be one understanding, one belief system. You feel me? It would only be one. Why is it a lot of them? It's a gang of them. And it's a lot of different beliefs out there, and we just grab hold to them and we run with them. Like I always talk about, like I love spirituality, but to me, that's another system. That's another system within the system. You can't get outside of the system because we in the system. We are like our bodies, like we created the prison that we in. And the prison that we in is the prison of our own understanding, our own beliefs, our own love, our own hate. We created our own prison, and we living in it, in our own prison. We the one created the trap. We created that, and we got lost in the trap of life. And it's like the wildest thing, because you learn all these things as you going, for one reason or another.
The psychedelics is a motherfucking fool, bro.
Yeah,
and it ain't even the psychedelics.
Sure.
It's
Yeah,
still
it
you.
is.
But still, though, it makes so much sense, bro.
It makes so much sense.
I don't know. I don't know how many more dives I can take.
All of them.
I can take. I don't even know, bro. This was like, and I had a whole lot to say before I even started talking. That's the problem. That's the problem. I had a whole lot to say, bro. Hold on, let me think and go back in my mind. I'm lit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm lit right now.
I will watch you. Yeah. Good looking out, Juwan.
And I've been trying to do everything to try to keep it going, because like at first I only took like one bump, and like it was cool, and like it was showing me shit. But what's cool about it is you start to get so strong, you forget that your strength grows. And when your strength grows, you think it don't affect you like it did, but it always affects you the same way. It's building you up. So therefore, when you think you got a tolerance, no, it ain't that you got a tolerance. It just made you a little bit stronger. So now you don't feel like you drunk. You don't feel like you intoxicated. It's certain things, bro. This is
you don't get that intoxicating feeling.
Well,
like, and it make you. It's wild because it's almost like it's working with you as you working with it, because it's like a trick to go, okay, in the beginning it's not hitting me hard, so I'm gonna take more. You feel me? And then when you take more, it shoots you all the way out there. Because it's like, it's certain things that I couldn't understand about psychedelics when I get those lightweight experiences to where it's kind of light. And then, you know, it's something in your head go, you need to take more. You need to take a little, just take a little more. Just take this much more. And then you take more, and that's when it really kick in and it shoots you all the way out there. And it's like almost like a trick, bro. It's like a trick.
It's always
like a trick. Recording yourself tripping.
Like I'm telling you, I
this is like I got one to where I was tripping on 4-ACO, and I was stuck in the bathroom for like 4 hours, but I was on the live for like 2 hours, eyes rolling in the back of my head, bro. I was in so many different realities, dimensions. I was like living lifetimes, like all throughout the live. I was gonna do that one, but I said, nah, I'm gonna do this one because it was some things that I just said in this video that kind of stood out and make you go, wow, okay, all right. That's why I did this one. I said, next time I'm gonna do that other one so you can actually see as I'm there, because it's the wildest thing. Like, you'll be here, but you'll be there also. You won't just be here. You'll be there also. It's like you can have, if you open your eyes, your mind, like your eyes will see this, but your mind will still be seeing the experience. And it was something that I had practiced on for a long time to try to have my eyes open. Like what I used to do is I'll close my eyes, like, you know, to where I only can see like 10% of reality, but then the darkness, I could still see the experience happening. To where I was trying to save both realities at the same time, bro. It's funny now that I think about it, because what I was doing, it didn't make sense, but it made sense to me at the time, because I can see reality and then I can see these other dimensions existing at the same time overlaid on reality, because it's a certain you get to this place to where you can see these other realities intertwined with this reality, or what we would call this dimension right here. It's almost like the dimensions are stacked on top of each other, like a 6-layer cake, right? Or a 10-layer dip, and you only see the sour cream. And it seemed like it's sour cream, but when you dig into it, you can see everything else. So it's like kind of weird. You can see the overlayment, and you can actually see the little parts that connected to this reality and what this reality is. You'll be able to see that clear as day. I need the one that I need to find too is where I could see life and death, the transition of life and death. I can see life going up. I can see like death going up and life coming down. Like, it was like the coolest thing, bro. It was the coolest thing. Like, I've never seen that before. But the only thing I could think when I was seeing it was, dang, we gonna be okay. We gonna be all right. Because we believe this to be something else. But in actuality, it's this other thing that's going on. And that energy that's within you, it never dies. It only jumps from body to body to body to body. But whatever that thing is, it never dies. It's going to live forever. It created this. It made this. It's going to always be here. But let's get back into the video before I go.
And then I said it's not kicking in. Because I was not even my tolerance, it was just the fact that I grew stronger. So now I can take it. I can take more.
Exactly.
I can take more. And bruh, man, I sat with Anubis this time. I fucking sat with Anubis, bro, for like an hour.
And this the
for
part
like an hour. I don't know what was being said. But I guarantee you, I reached that Anubis state of awareness.
And that's what I looked at it as the time. Like, it's different levels that you reach, and then like you don't just see these God entities, you become them. And once you become them, that's when your mind is open to all the information. Like I was looking, seeing Anubis come in, and then all of a sudden I just was Anubis. I was Anubis walking around these different rooms. I can feel my ears sticking up. It was like the weirdest thing. It was like I became that thing that I was looking at. And it's like, okay, this what made me have the feeling that Anubis God resides. It's a part of everybody. Like each one of these entities, Shiva, Jehovah, Jesus, each one of these entities are aspects of us. They're just aspects of this part of us, the mind of us. They're these different aspects that help create reality, because each one of them play a role into making this thing what it is. It's like each one play a role in helping make reality what it is, and making us see how we see reality. But within us, that one role that Anubis is playing, Anubis got his own whole reality within that reality. He has his own existence in that thing. And within all of us, he has his own place where he resides, and he runs everything that's going on with this part, this aspect of us in our mind. Shiva runs this aspect. This one runs this part. And it's like, bro, it's like the weirdest thing.
Where I was.
And I just can't remember the conversation we
Fucking
had.
Anubis. I was Anubis. I was Anubis. We are Anubis. I don't know which state it is when we reach Anubis, but bro, I was there. And it was crazy because you see all the different depictions of Anubis, which you
Yeah,
don't even know what Anubis is. We only know what we've been told. That's the fucking crazy thing. Because when I set my mind down and I go, don't think or don't try to describe what you see, because that's what I had a problem with too, also, is the fact that every time I seen something, my fucking brain was trying to say what it was. You know,
yeah, the
when it
God of
seen
the dead.
Anubis,
I
it was trying
know.
to say Anubis. And it was like, no, bro, bruh.
And that's another thing is when we dive in, like if I would have been thinking Anubis is like the god of the dead because this is what I was told, then I would have started seeing that type of stuff. But not having no anchor to what Anubis was, I was able to see Anubis in every form. I was able to see him with armor on, without armor on. I was able to see him in so many different forms that it was like how? Like I never seen this, not even in pictures, like before this time. I never studied or tried to read up on who Anubis was. Like I didn't even know it was Anubis. I just knew it was the dog head god. This is what I called him when I first the first time I seen Anubis, because this wasn't the first time, but the first time I seen him, I just labeled him as the dog head god. You know, I seen the dog head god. I didn't know it was Anubis. And then when I found out it was Anubis, it was like, okay, it made so much sense. It made sense of me seeing Anubis at the time that I seen him because the information, the things that I saw, which I'll get into later. I don't want to go too
It's
far and
deeper than
get too
that.
far ahead of
It,
myself right now with that because Anubis showed
you
me a
know, I
lot.
fucking, these words can't explain
Nah, it
what
wasn't the
is.
underworld.
And that's the fucking problem, is that we try to use these words to explain what is. Even when we see things, words jump in our mind, bro. Bruh, bruh, this shit is fucking trippy, bruh. I'm telling you,
And that'd be
this
the
shit is
hardest thing to
fucking
do is to shut
trippy.
down your
The
mind within the
illusion is real,
experience
though. Yeah,
and let it
sometimes
happen.
are beyond translation of words, because before words it was just, that's what it was saying. It said stop trying to see and just be, because
And
you're
that's
trying to see with your eyes. Stop trying to see with your eyes and be whatever it is.
and it's crazy because that's what we do. When we take psychedelics, we try to see. When we see things, we go, "Oh, I seen this. Oh, I seen that." And those things that we see, it creates a whole reality type thing. But then when you not trying to see it, like I said, you become it. And you go beyond what the thing is. Because whatever you seeing, you got to realize it is you. I don't care what it is. It don't matter what you seeing. All of it is going to be you, because where is it happening at? It's happening in your mind. It's gonna be you. I don't care what you thought it was. Even when you see outside of yourself, or you see something out here and it kind of changes this and dissolves this and make this get warpy and everything, this is still your mind making all this happen. So I think once I got to that point of knowing that everything that I'm seeing is me, it's an aspect of me. It's a part of me. I think that's what helped me in my experience, not to be scared or not to be fearful of what I was seeing, because a lot of the stuff, it
Bro,
was spooky.
I
It was spooky.
but
But
I got it though. I said okay. And I sat back and I stopped trying to see with my eyes, and I began to just be what the shit was showing me. So when Anubis came up, I began to just be Anubis. So everything it was showing me, I just was being it instead of trying to define what it was. Bruh, this shit is fucking trippy. Nations closer. I know I see a lot of shit jumping out there, bro. Look, this shit is
you got to
trippy,
be
bro.
it. You get to.
4 ACO it's kind of way to go. But I did go to a place. I'm telling you, I seen another place. That shit was evil as fuck. It was evil. It was like this black, like demon head God, bruh. And this nigga seen me though. Like when Anubis seen me, it was cool. But when dude seen me, bro, it was this freaky, like blackish, like
I
devilish like thing,
I
bro. When
still
that
get
shit seen me
flashbacks
though,
of
I
that
was like
thing.
kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie, but
It
I
had yellow
accepted it, but
eyes.
still though, it was like, what the fuck is that?
And
It was
and
like, what the fuck is that?
hey, see, and this is what's crazy because like the normal person that don't dive in a lot, when they see it, this is what they would deem it. They would deem it evil or a devil or a demon or something like that. I don't even look at it like that no more. Those don't even angels, demons, all that is not even in my vocabulary no more when I'm tripping. It's just not. Because if I see something that's ugly, it might be ugly to me, but that don't mean that it's evil. That just mean that, oh, I seen a snake. Oh, I seen a spider. The spider ain't even trying to get me. This thing that I was seeing, which is crazy, it was scary, but this thing was twisting me in and out of realities. Like when I got scared and I didn't want to look at it, wasn't like I would try to run from it, but every time I would close my eyes, I would still see it. So, but once I started accepting it and start looking at it as it was moving and transforming, but the face wouldn't transform, but the outside of it was like kind of moving and transforming and doing all this stuff, I would it'll feel like I was getting twisted like a lemon. And then like I could feel it, bro. It's like it was squeezing me out, and every time it do that, poof, I'll pop into another reality. And it wouldn't be nothing like this. It'll be a whole nother existence that I would be walking through just living in. And like I'm like this one to be forgot about. It's like this one it's not even here no more. Now I'm in this other place, which I can't even determine what it is because it's not even people, it's some type of entities or something. And I'm one of these entities walking around in this place, just being whatever entity I am in that place. And then I'll pop back here. And then I'll be right back looking at this thing, looking at me all crazy, just, you feel me, like with tentacles and different things just kind of moving and just looking at me. And I'm looking at it like, you feel me, like it's right in front of me. Because, I always do the eyes closed thing. And then it'll do the same thing. It'll feel like I'm getting squeezed like a lemon. And then poof, I'll pop into another reality. And I'll just be in that reality. And it's like every time you pop into these places, this place don't exist. It don't exist no more. It's almost like going from being a child to being a grown up. Like the child in you still exists, but you don't see it no more. Like you clearly overlaid it with the grown up you. You feel me? So it was like that, like as if this place didn't even exist. This wasn't even a thing. Once you go there, this place don't exist. It's not here no more. You don't have no thoughts of this place. You have no recollection, no memory of this place here. Like it just not there no more. It's like it never was here. And it's like it's the weirdest thing. It's dope.
Like, okay,
Scary.
what the fuck
But it's weird at the same time. It's a
is
weird
that?
feeling.
That shit was scary as shit. I okay. Oh wait, this is another thing.
It keep coming
It's
back.
gonna blow your
If
minds.
as I be
The
telling it, it be
animals
coming back.
that Anubis had around him, bro, this would freak me out because the place where Anubis is and where Anubis resides at, it's this big ass fucking place. It's like fucking like 5 stories, bruh. And it's weird how everything even is, but you'll remember it once you get there.
That's
You
a
remember that you existed in this place. I don't know how, but you like
that's the part that I couldn't understand. Is like a lot like the places like that. When I got there, I could remember I was here before. Like, this ain't the first time I've been in this place. And I'm seeing this rectangular tall, okay, I'm seeing, say it's a square room, like I said, with pillars that's holding up the ceiling, that's connected to another room that got 4 pillars that's holding up a ceiling that's connected to another room, and it's like 5 rooms like that. But each time you go in and out the rooms, it was this giant ball. It was like huge, and it would just roll around. It'll just roll around the edges of the rooms. Like, I didn't know what that was. I just was looking at this giant ball roll around. But each room, like in this room, it had a bed. In this room, it was like, a couple of tables. In this room, it was something different. But then in the room with the bed, on the side of the bed, it was like animals. Like, it was like a crocodile. It was like this dummy hairy dog. The dog remind me of that dog from Dark Crystal that Gelfling had. It remind me of something like that. It was hairy like that, and it was something like that, but it was like beyond that. But he had different animals within that room that I don't even know how he got them there, because you couldn't, it was just darkness beyond everything. And it was just these 5 rooms stacked on top of each other, sitting in nothing but darkness.
Right now,
it was crazy.
Remember being in this place and walking around this place and the different buildings and the way it was shaped, because didn't make sense, because it seemed like it was a room on top of a room on top of a room that was on top of a room. But anytime you went in and out of a room, it was fucking freaky, because you'll walk out, like when you walk out to go into another room, bro, you didn't have to walk upstairs or nothing. When you walk out, you'd just be in the other room, and the other room
it was crazy.
2 stories up, bro. This place is fucking freaky.
Like Spawn or Batman in the darkness.
We all been to this place.
You got to.
We all been to this place. And Anubis, the thing about Anubis is that I love is that Anubis, once you see him, that's when a lot of shit start coming back to you. Like, you start getting all your old memories that you had when you were who you were, or what you were, or whatever the fuck this shit is.
Yeah, you start getting memories of other lifetimes, other experiences, like with Anubis. Like, I think the first experience I had when I seen Anubis, I was in this, it was the weirdest thing, bro. I was going through all the gods. Like, it was Vishnu, Shiva, the elephant head god, and it's like, I didn't know what was going on, because every time I came in front of one of them, I would be yelling their name. I'll be saying their name out over and over again. It wasn't even the names of that we use right now, but I know it was that entity. Like, when I seen Vishnu, it was like I was going Vishnu, 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 Vishnu. I was saying it over and over again. Each god I came in front of, I would say their name over and over and over. It's like I couldn't stop. It was like on repeat. And it'll go there, the god will look at me, the elephant god, big old ears going like this, the trunk is going, the play. I gotta find this one too, because I haven't been able to find that experience where I seen the elephant head god, the Hindu god, because I didn't even know nothing about Hinduism or any of that, even when I seen this god. So, but the god, you can see the place where it reside, and the city was huge, but the way it was built, it was like an old China or something. The way the buildings was, like how the ninjas run on top of the buildings, it was like those type of buildings, but at the edge of the buildings, it was an elephant head made into it. It was totem poles made out of elephant heads. In the clouds, the end of the clouds had elephant heads. That was just, the ears was flapping and the trunk was moving, and it just went. And then I went to the next one. And then I was in front of the guy with all the arms. And I'm looking at him, and the guy with all the arms just go. And then next thing you know, I went through, I don't know, about 10 entities before I'd seen a pyramid come in. And then it was clouds. And then it was like a crescent moon. And then boom, Anubis popped in. And I'm like, oh, snap. And then once Anubis popped in, I could see good and bad wasn't even a thing. It was certain people that did things in order to keep reality the way reality was. They had to be put in place to play certain roles in order to keep reality what it was, or to keep something that we created in reality what it was, in order so that thing wouldn't give, it wouldn't die off. It was certain people put into place to play certain roles to keep that thing existing. And like you would think, okay, dang, okay, this son, he killed this king, that was an evil act, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a bigger picture that was going on that we couldn't see. It was something bigger going on within us that we couldn't see, why all these certain bad things that we would call bad took place. And it was like, whoa, bro, it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind, because it's almost like when you look at the dark side and then you look at the Jedi and you go, the Jedi said the dark side was evil, but they're funking with the dark side. But it's like when you think about the dark side, they have their own system of belief that they're fighting for also. The Jedi just said, okay, we good. We don't like to hurt people. We don't like to do this. So we the good ones. They made themselves the good ones. And in actuality, neither side is good or bad. They're both just fighting for a cause to keep reality, Jedi reality. The dark side is fighting to keep the dark side, dark reality, or whatever they reality that they believe. Each side is doing this. It don't matter what it is, Christian, Muslim, each side is fighting to keep that thing that they have, that system of belief that they have, alive. They're not, to them, like, so it's like we label these things good and evil and good and bad. And it's like kind of weird, bro. But once I seen Anubis, I was able to understand that fully. Cause it was like I got, like, as I seen it, like, cause it was like once he shook his head yes, I could understand good and evil instantly. And I can see everything that I claim to be evil and claim to be good all at once. All of it. What's up, Lucid Dreamer? I could see it all at once. And it was like the craziest thing, but it was like, whoa, you feel me? Like, it was kind of mind blowing. It was I ain't gonna say mind blowing, it was mind boggling, because we don't understand as people. We are the creators of good and bad. It's us. We created that. Humans made good and bad. The animals run around eating each other, eating baby animals and stuff. They're looking at it as keeping themselves alive, survival, and different things of that nature. They not looking at it as something bad. You know, when they see a baby deer slipping, when a bear or a lion or a tiger see that baby deer slipping, it's not gonna run out there and stop and go, oh, I ain't gonna kill it because it's a baby. I'm gonna hold on. Let me go on and go back. I'll wait for something new. No, we are the ones that created good and evil. We made good and evil in order not to hurt ourselves, or in order to defend the ideas that we had. We had certain ideas and certain things going on, and said that we felt like we wanted to keep it that way. So we had to create this evil thing and go, if you go against this, that's evil. If you don't believe this, that's evil. Like, you don't gotta believe me. Just walk around and start seeing and watch, and you'll see us creating good and bad constantly as we go. It's just something that we do. He said, let's see what he say. Ain't that like what religion do? Like worship, really meaning worship every religion, hoping on the same shit, hopping on the same ship, something like that. Yeah, exactly. The Jedi Knights are symbolic of the Knights Templar. I don't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. DJ, I wouldn't doubt it. Good is related with the high vibrations, the evil is related with the low vibrations, but we need both highs and love, just like the song. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So we even put the highs and lows on it. Because vibration is vibration. Vibration is just vibration. It don't matter whether it's vibrating high or lower. It's just a vibration, like the energy. Energy is energy. Like energy doesn't, when it come into your house to run your appliances, it doesn't know that it's turning on your toaster in the morning to cook your toast. The energy doesn't know that. That's not even something that it's even seen. It's not, it don't see that it got this light on. The energy don't see that it's running this computer. The energy is just there to basically to run these different things. But we choose what we want to do with it. We choose what we want to do with the energy. Once it comes into us, we go, oh, I'm going to use it for this. Oh, I'm going to use it for that. But the energy don't really know what it's getting used for. It's just power. It's just energy. That's what it do. It powers things. It gives things power in order to manifest or to do what they do. It gives, that'd be crazy if the electricity was coming through and it said, hey, I'm gonna give power to your refrigerator, but I ain't gonna give power to your stove because your stove be tripping. The energy's never gonna do that. The stove would have to break down for it not to give it to that stove. But the energy is not going to ever stop giving energy to what I want it to give energy to. So it's like we are the creators of all of that stuff. Like this is what the mind does. It's the weirdest thing. But let's get back. A thought is the energy of manifestation. Yeah.
But all that shit start coming.
Energy is like the glue of matter. Yeah, it ties everything.
And it was, man, bro. Even like right now, bro, just thinking about it, that shit comes back and you can see yourself walking around these different pillars and different things in this place. In this place that's not supposed to even fucking exist, bro. Bro, this shit is mind blowing. This is mind blowing. It makes sense, but it all don't make sense at the same time. We born with
I couldn't understand.
I don't know.
I couldn't understand how the rooms in that place didn't have no walls, and like me, I could tell that I've been there before because some of the things I would do while I was in that place, like I would just get up out the bed and I'll take off walking and I'll step outside the boundaries of the room. But when you step outside the boundary of the room, you instantly stepping into another room that was just on top of the room. You weren't even stepping outside into the darkness that was out there. Soon as anything goes outside of that line of where that ball was spinning around the place, you instantly step into that other room. Instantly. It wasn't, you just had to think of what room you wanted to go in. Your mind already knew what room you was going in. So soon as you step and you take that step, you instantly stepping right into the upstairs room from just stepping anywhere outside of the boundaries. And it was the craziest thing. It was dope though. It was dope. On slow vibration because
and y'all need to watch out for chicken sandwich because he's that's
the thing about that, right? Like this was another thing that I seen on the journey was pain. The body likes pain. The body likes pain because the body likes to heal that pain. Yeah, for a 4D space. Yeah, Corey. But the body likes to heal pain. If you just think how good it feels. Like it hurts when you get that scratch on your arm, right? But then when you go back a week later and it's just a scab, and under that scab, where it's pink and it's healed, but you can peel it off. You can peel the scab off and it won't, you won't bleed or nothing like at that point, or when the scab fall off, when you taking a shower or something like that and you just rub it by washing off and it falls off. Like, bro, you know how good that feels? Like, the pain always been good to heal. We put pain upon ourselves in order to heal that pain because the feeling that we get from healing that pain. It's like it's like you said though, lucid dreamer. It's like both sides, one side needs the other. The hate needs the love because the love wouldn't be love without the hate. You feel me? Each one needs each other in order to play a part. The pain needs the healing. It's like each one plays its own part within the same thing because your pain could be to me it could make me feel good to cause you pain like that. Some people are out there like that to where it feels good for them to cause pain to other people. And then you have other people that, you know, just want to spread love. Yeah, it's the duality. That's what it is. It's the duality of everything. You can't have one without the other. So if you can't have one without the other, you can't say one is better or bigger than the other. Because this is just us saying that. Like, this is just me saying this, but you can't have one without the other. So you can't say one is better than the other because one complements the other. Like, pain complements that. You feel me? The dish comes with both items on it. You can't take one and not have the other. It's like almost impossible to have one without the other. It's impossible right now in this reality.
Because if you want the pivotal points of the video, he be time stamping it. That's who he is.
Yeah, chicken sandwich, you some time stamp. Get on Einstein, everything's happening everywhere, all at once. Yeah, that's one thing that I know for it to be. It's like it's all happening. Everything.
But I know this.
Even the things you don't want to happen. What's up, Gnostic Chef?
It tried to make me take a lot, bro. It tried to make me go
preference.
Life lived backwards. Yeah, or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
This is that.
But it makes sense.
Oh,
like
look.
when you in there because you get it. Because you experiencing it.
This is the part. This is the time. This is the trip where I seen life going backwards. You feel me? Like, we look at it as going forward. And I don't even know how to explain it because I didn't go more into depth about it on this, I don't think. But I seen life going backwards. It wasn't going forward. How we look at life as going forward as the days is going forward, it wasn't doing that. It was going backwards. And it was like, I was like, man, I was freaking out. Like, wait, hold on. How is this possible? How is life going backwards when I'm looking at every day going forward? Like, how could that even play out like that? I was geeking on it for a minute, but I'm going to have to, it's so many things that happen, I'm going to have to find. Those things aren't different things. They're just opposite ends of the spectrum. Exactly. Well said, Corey.
When you come out, you go back to this. And that's what makes it, I think that's what makes it like fucking all fucked up. And like, I'm barely getting to where I'm not seeing visuals no more. Cause man, the visuals was crazy. But it was to the point to where, like I said, I had to stop trying to see with my eyes and start seeing with my mind. With my mind, bro. Like, and that was freaky because it was like, as I'm seeing with my mind, it's like, okay, now open your eyes. And I open my eyes. And I'm seeing with my eyes, but then over here though, I'm still seeing all this fractal shit going on with my mind, and that's another thing. Another thing that it was like telling me that we are just expressions of what the Creator is. We fucking just expressions, bro.
That's wild. Just say, yeah.
Playing with me.
Expressions.
Like, wait, hold on. Like, you took it to all the way to the
reflections.
The fact of being just expressions, bro.
That was deep.
This is
There's no backwards.
Just expressions, bro. That's it.
Not created or
That's
destroyed.
It. And I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
But it's fucking crazy. Not even. Yeah, yeah, bro. And
I wish I could
okay,
see the comments over there.
even when I was diving in, I was listening to certain songs, and like I listened to that Malay. I don't know. I don't know how
How
to say
we
her name, but it's Malay or
organize
something like that.
capitalism one
And
time.
that I know what you did song. So it it was fucking freaky because this time it flipped the songs on me, and it was like, okay, this is not you talking to the creator. This is fucking creator telling you what the fuck. Hey, flipped it on me. It like flipped it like a 360, bro. Cause at the whole time I thought it was me, expressing myself. But it was like, no, this is nigga.
Hey, it's trippy, bro, because you know how we talk about that, like when you dive in and you listen to music and the part that the music plays in the reality, what the music is saying is exactly, you seeing it. It's like you being it. But it was weird because I had so many experiences that where I just played music and it was like every song I listened to, it was talking about life. It was talking about the life thing, and the life thing to me at the time, like life was just God, all life. Life was God, so every song was a song to God. It was a song to life. It was like nothing beyond that. But then this particular time, it was the God was the song talking to the people. And it was like, bro, I never seen like that side of it. I always felt like every song, as I dove in and I'm listening to the song, it didn't matter. Like, it was us talking to life, asking life questions. You feel me? Saying how our love is deep for a person or a thing. You feel me? And just to see it that backwards way, it was like, wait,
But
hold on, like how? Which it would be the
this shit is
same thing
crazy.
if you think about it.
But I got a bro. I'm still in here. I'm still in here. I just have to just say that little bit in order to not forget it.
I
In order
forgot it.
not to
I
forget it.
forgot it.
Because it was like hella pivotal points to where I knew I should have recorded and I didn't because the information was like outstanding and I didn't record it. I didn't record it, but I gotta use the restroom. Hold on. One second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's a lot of
So
times.
when I actually seen that this is a vessel and we're
Oh wait, hold
I
on.
don't get it. I guess I don't try to get it. You know, I don't even try to explain half the shit that's going on. I just,
Oh, the vessel
it's like
part.
I'm
I
the
want to
watcher
hear that. What
now.
was I
I'm the
saying?
watcher, and I'm watching things. Okay. Boom. Here it is. This is what shook me. This is the fucking part that shook me. Is when I seen that this was just a vessel. When I actually seen that this is a vessel and we're I don't know where we are or where I was, but bro, I was sending all the fucking shit to this fucking body, telling it what to do, bro. And as it was moving and doing everything that it was doing, it was blowing my mind. It was like on everything, bro. It was like playing a game, and it was like this motherfucker do whatever I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
Like
Now I remember
this
because I was
body,
trying to
I don't
remember.
care.
I'm like,
I
oh,
am
okay.
the fucking we
I
think
remember
that
that because
like
I kept
think
telling my
about
body
it
to
though,
do
bro. We
stupid
think
stuff.
that we we don't understand all and oh my god, that
And I
makes
always say
sense.
we don't
That
understand. I
makes
think we
sense.
understand
That's all
fully.
of us. That means
We
all of us.
understand
We
fully.
all are
That's
from
why we all
somewhere
do what
else.
we want.
None of us are actually from here, but we use these bodies like and we control them. And it was fucking weird because when you in your body and you just doing and being, is different than being like outside of your body and then controlling your body from an outside source and actually seeing that outside source and being
Yeah,
outside
that's
somewhere
crazy.
else and watching your body do every command you say. That is freaky. And like
That's
at
when you
that
push
point,
yourself.
I was rolling the blunt and I'm telling my body to do to roll the blunt, break.
It's almost like, right, if you pop out of your body right now, right, and you start telling your body what to do, and you actually just watch your body do all these things, but you're not inside of it. You're not inside the body. You're outside of the body, going, body do this, body do that, body do that. Almost like you got a person here, a butler or something like that, that you can control and you can have do whatever, whatever. It'd be wild, bro. Oh wow, man. 4ACO was the flim flam
And
flashizzle.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
the
you, to
third
do
person
everything, bro, that
camera.
shit was just going perfectly. I was like, oh shit, okay,
I was watching
okay.
myself roll a blunt and do all kinds of stuff. I'm just like,
But
yeah, do this,
I
do
wasn't
that.
in my body at the time. That's the fucking crazy thing. I was somewhere else looking down at my body, telling my body what to do. Then I used the different sensors that are on my body. Man, bro, okay.
I know y'all done had that to where this. I get this like I think from when I started. I don't know when it started, but it was a time to where every experience I had, like soon as it kick in, I be up there. I be up there. It's like I become this 360 camera, but I be up in the sky looking at myself, looking down on myself like this, while I'm still in my body, having the experience. But I can still see. I'm way in the sky. I'm talking about, bruh, by the moon type in the sky. But my focus is looking down and I'm looking at myself from way up there. Like I'm going, how is this even like a possibility? How is this even a thing? I'm watching my body do all these things and I'm in my body at the same time, but I'm not in my body. I'm like the controller. I'm like this dude in the sky that just got a straw like looking thing that comes straight down to me, and I'm looking at me from above. Like I go in the backyard, I can see about 5 miles around me of the city from up there, all the way, and see the little square of my backyard that I'm sitting in, all the way down to me. But you see all the different levels from each height at one time. Like picture like being in the airplane, right? Flying in the airplane over your house. Now you can see the land, how the land would look if you was in the airplane, but then you can see it from a little bit lower and a little bit lower and a little bit lower and a little bit lower, all like every aspect all the way down to to a person that's standing at a 7-Eleven on the corner. And like you can see them, but you can see every aspect going all the way up at one time. At one time, you can see how the land looked. You can see all that, and it's like it would used to be the trippiest thing. Like I used to always ask myself, how is it possible if I never looked? I never ever once looked at myself from up there. Like I haven't been on no plane. You feel me? I never looked at myself from the sky. I'm in my body. How can I stand outside of my body and look at my body from the sky, bro? It used to be the craziest thing, but I used to love it. Like when it happened, it used to be kind of scary because it's almost like you become this 360 camera, but the camera is like upside down this way in the sky, and you can see like a bubble like this around you, and you can see all that, like everything, like from up top, looking down on it. It will, and you can see it, and you can see it like this. But I'm talking about all at one time though, not like when you go and you see 360 camera footage and you got to spin it around and do all of that. No, you see it all at one time. Like that's how powerful our brains are and our mind is. That's how powerful it is. To where me sitting right here in this room, I should be able to see everything. I can, because I already know where everything is. I can see that full 360 of everything. But my eyes cut it off. My eyes cut it off to where it keep my focus right here. But it let go of that, of where the eyes is keeping your focus on, and it gives you 360 focus, bro. It's like the trippiest thing, but it's beautiful, but it's scary at the same time. It's kind of scary. I was at the drum circle when I was like 17, and I was tripping face, and I saw myself walking around underneath myself. Yeah, that you like. So you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You're gonna have to come in. You're gonna have to come in and share that experience one day. It's not the brain. It's not the mind. Hey, it probably ain't. It probably is. I'm just using the words that I use. Okay, I don't know what that thing is. It's awareness itself, I guess. I don't know what that thing is, but what the thing is doing is showing you that. Like he said, I'm up under. Like I done had experiences to where it was me walking around my house, bro, and it was 3 of me in front of me and 3 of me in back of me. I'm looking from the outside and I'm watching each one of these me's walk. 7 me's. Each one is taking the same steps but doing something different. They feet is taking the same steps, but they hands, they mouth, they all in like 7 different realities doing 7 different things from the waist up. But the feet is making sure it take every step that the other one took. But this one is going, let me change the TV, let me do this. This one over here, let me stop and let me watch this window. This one over here, they all was doing something different, but they was going in the same path, bro. And I could see all of them, and I was like going, whoa, whoa. The multiverse. Yeah, awareness.
Now, this is where we start.
I start using that awareness because it make it
real.
You know.
I'm gonna give y'all some information because everybody understand. We always go, why humans? Why are we human? Because, bro, the human body. Think about it. It holds consciousness. It's what else can what? Think about it. On anything on this planet, the way that the human brain and what this fucking vehicle do and how it holds consciousness and representing everything and paying attention to everything, nothing else can do it. Nothing else can do it like the human. That's fucking crazy. Like this vehicle, that's like a Mercedes. You feel me? Or like a Lamborghini. You feel me? It's like a car. Like when you buy a car, you don't just go, okay. A lot of times you don't go, okay, bro, I'm going to just go buy a Ford Focus. You be like, fucking no, bro. If you can't compare the Ford Focus to a fucking Benz. You can't jump in the Ford Focus and then drive around and get out the Ford Focus and then get in the Benz and think, come on, bro. The Benz holds more power. So like when you even think about the human, it's the same thing. It was the best place to even put conscience.
Look, I was still tripping.
Consciousness or whatever.
Consciousness.
And
I was still tripping hard right here. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think I know too much. I quit.
Hey, this.
That's what I was saying.
Hey, this is another thing, right? Bro, none of this stuff is new. None of this stuff is new. So even when you dive it in and you get to that point to where you think you know too much, no, you don't. You don't know too much. You just know. And you just see it. So you can never know too much. Because there was people going, man, do you think they going to come and they going to do something to you for having the information? No, I don't. Because I don't have no information that nobody else has. I'm just relaying it in a different way. But all this information, all these things, we already know. We already know. We just hiding it from ourselves. We hiding it because you can't walk around with it, and we can't go to work and be on it at work. We got to hide it. We got to push it way in the back in order so we can do life things. But we all have the information in one way or another. It's just we choose not to, we using it the way we want to use it. It's sitting back there laying dormant. And it's not even laying dormant. It's just helping create the perspective reality that we choose to have. That the individual chooses to have. That's what it's doing. It's always at work. It's always at play. It's always going. Just because this person over here is not into spirituality or not into God's or the Bible, that doesn't mean that thing is not working within them. That thing is it's still working. That's why they can still love. That's why they can still hate. That's why they can still have these feelings. It's still working. It's just disguising itself. The reality is helping it disguise itself as other things. It's going to be whatever form you choose it to be. It's going to disguise itself in whatever form you want it to be in. It don't matter what you call it. You can call it an egg. It's still the thing. It's still the life. That the whole life exists within that egg. The whole life exists within this microphone. The whole existence exists within everything that's here. It's part of it. This is all part of one thing. It's like when we separate the fingers and the fingernails and the toes and the arms, but it's still part of one thing. It's still part of the body. The teeth, the hair, the eyes is still part of one thing. That's the same with reality. We can separate it and go, oh, this computer is different because it's still part of this reality. Even the inanimate things, everything that we see, everything that we think, every idea is still part of this reality in the whole, meaning this organism, which that's the way I don't even like to call it like God, or you feel me, even like the creator. It's like, to me, it's this giant organism that is living, that it's a living thing. This whole thing is a living thing, that other things are being created within it, that are being created within it and within and within and within, and it's going to keep going because this thing is a giant organism. And it's going to keep manifesting. It's going to keep life going in one way or another. Even if it's not here on this planet, it's going to happen on another planet. It's going to happen somewhere else. But the cool thing about us is that thing, that imagination that we hold, that we share, that we mold and we shape to be something. Like all this, the shirts, the headphones, the glasses, all this is coming from our imaginations. All this is coming from our minds. So when we in the house, everything that we see was shaped by us and made by us. But it's still part of the whole system. We're doing nothing, but we do it like we're not doing anything but still replaying the whole system. We're still making a whole nother overlayment over a system that, already these things are happening, but we just shape them in the ways that we kind of want to shape them. It's like, it's weird. It's weird.
No,
Didn't tell you to laugh at that.
just Todd. No, Todd. I said, I think I gotta quit, bro. I gotta quit. I'm gonna have to hang the gloves up. Cause golly, it makes so much sense though.
You'll lose your mind, bro, on psychedelics. If you not,
I don't know, bro, but like when you think about
and
it,
I always thought about that, right? Like, cause in the beginning when I first started diving into psychedelics, like I understood, what I went through in life. you know, where I grew up, you know, and how I was raised. I always felt like, you know, I was built for it. I was built to go that extra mile. I wasn't made to not to you know take have a couple of experiences and walk away from it. No, I was made to have all the experiences I can and want to have. I was built for psychedelics, to have the psychedelic experience. That's like one thing that stood out with me of myself that I seen when I started the psych, because I went through the beginning of crying on the experiences to where it was so scary. I ran, I went through all of it, and it didn't stop me. All it did was made me want to go back for more. It never pushed me to the point to where I didn't want to do it again. I always trick myself and say, man, I ain't doing that no more. That was scary. That was this. But I always went back. It never stopped me to where I just scared myself to where it was like, I'm not ever doing that again. It always scared me to the point to where it was like, I got to go back and see that again. I don't know what that was. It was scary. I cried like a baby many a times, but I did that throughout my life, going through certain things that I went through in life. You feel me? Being locked up at a young age, you know, having a mom that was on drugs, a father that wasn't around. It was so many things that I had already been through in life that it didn't matter. And it's crazy because that's the thing about psychedelics. It lets you know that those life experiences, like, they're nothing to be scared of. They're nothing to be ashamed of, because we all live in this life. But we create our fears as we go. We create our fears, the type of people we want to be around, the groups that, like I was talking to one of my folks the other day, and he was saying, like, you know, somebody will, you know, an older guy was telling him, you know, you got to watch out who you hang around with, because these, you know, you don't want to hang around these people because they doing this. That was one thing that that played a big factor in my life too, to where I felt like, you know, people that weren't trying to change their life around and do something good, I had to get away from. And it's like, you know, like, where did that come from? Like, to where I felt like, you know, your life of what you was doing was ruining what I was creating. It's like, man, no, it wasn't. It can't. Everything that you do don't have nothing to do with me. So if you decide to be a crash test dummy, that's you. That don't mean that you know, cause you a good person and I still, you know, I talk to you and I chill with you. That don't mean I can't be friends with you. I have to be able to be friends with everybody and start to see and not let these outside things and these outside forces and people control my actions. That's when I become strong. When I'm out with you and I know you be doing wrong stuff, but you don't do it around me, because you know I'm not like that. So it's like, that's helping you change. So once I start thinking, oh, I can't be around bad people, then hold on, I'm messing up. I'm messing up because now I done made these people bad, but they never did nothing to harm me. They never did. And it's like, dang, bro, like, that's something I had to think about. And it was like, golly, you know, I moved away because of, you know, everything that was going on. And, you know, I felt like people wasn't changing. But this was me. This was me coming up with these ideas, saying this and saying that. You feel me? I should have been able to stick throughout anything, no matter what you was doing. It didn't have to play a role and control what I was doing in life. You didn't, like, other people don't have control over you. You give other people that control. When your friends say, hey man, let's go out and let's go hit this lick so we can get this money, you choose to go. You go, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna go, because you thinking of, oh man, we gonna get this money, we gonna have money to do this and that. It's you making the choice to go. It's easily could have been said, oh no man, I'm cool on that, I don't even get down like that no more. You feel me? And it make them think twice about what they gonna do. They might think about the repercussions or what might happen. The bad people need the good people in order to help them see that, you know, you don't have to go that route. But no, we just go, no, we just want to put the bad people over there on their own little island. You feel me? And leave them alone. And it's like, nah, bro, you know, when you start doing stuff, you start figuring, you start to see that you running from yourself in all situations that was created from yourself. You know, the fear that you have created, you begin to run from. And it'll chase you your whole life. And it's like, dang, bro, it's, you know, like it's a lot of things that I was running from within myself. And I felt like I had to run or I had to get away from instead of facing head on and saying, hey, man, hold on. I don't have to let this thing be that. That's where I started getting to where, you know, I listened to everything, but I started noticing that I don't have to take everything with me. I don't have to carry the luggage of everybody. I don't have to carry the luggage, the beliefs you have. Those are yours. And if your beliefs is causing a burden for you, why am I going to carry them? Why am I going to carry the burden that you're carrying? Once I started seeing that I don't have to carry everything that everybody has, bro, I was better off. Like, I can listen, I can talk about it, and we can, but when I leave, I don't have to take it with me. I'm leaving with the bags I got. You feel me? If I seen something or heard something that I liked within the bags that you had packed, or a shirt that you tried to give me, yeah, I might go, oh yeah, it's brand new, man. I might wear it one time, but I don't have to keep it. I don't have to make it a part of my life, because a lot of things that we considered to be good, you know, it doesn't do nothing but cause that burden. Because we only can see the good side of it, but we don't see the people that it's hurting in order to get that good message that we think is the good thing across. We don't see the hurt or the pain that it's causing. You feel me? Like when people want you to join a religion and they go, okay, well, if you don't join this religion, then this, and this. This is where they hit you with the psychological warfare to make you feel some type of way. You feel me? Even if I go, I don't believe in God. You feel me? Like, which I don't believe in the humans' God. I can't. I don't know how no more. You feel me? I just don't know how, because I see how everybody plant their God and make their God the way that they want their God to be. When I think that God right there, don't matter which one you believe in, they're all the same God. They're all the same entity, disguising itself as whatever you want it to be. And I'm like going, but people will go, well, you have to believe in something. Like, you have to believe. Yeah, I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in life. I believe in living. I believe in all these other things, but I don't have to hold on to the belief that you have, especially if you believe in a God that's going to punish me for not believing or not accepting what you are telling me. Because people will get angry with you when you don't believe this thing that they believe. That's when they get angry, and you know they start to punish your mind or say things to you to detour you from what you have. And if it's like, hold on, you got to defend that system that you have, the system should defend itself. It don't need you to defend it. It don't need people out here destroying other people over a belief system that they have. If the system, if it's real and it's that thing, then let that thing work itself. It don't need the people to go and destroy other people in order to keep that thing going, in order to keep that belief going. Like I was watching this show about this Muslim girl who basically broke away from her family and stuff like that because she had different beliefs, but she still integrated into what she was doing because, you know, she was Indian. So she let that still play a role in the videos and the things that she was making, and the things that people were saying to her was just like outrageous. Like, Allah wouldn't believe that, you're going to rot in hell. It's like, come on now, bro, you speaking for the one now. Now you're speaking and you're telling people that they're going to go to hell and they're going to rot in hell and they're going to die and they should die and they shouldn't be doing this. Now it's like, bro, you feel like you the leader. Like you speaking for something that never spoke to you. It ain't never spoke to you. It's through books. You read it through books, but it ain't never in person like this person did came and spoke to you and said, hey, this is what it is. It's like you start to be the controller and try to control reality because you feel like you was given this authority. And like, I don't want that authority. I don't want it. You can have it. Everybody out there, you can have the authority to rule and tell people what they should and what they shouldn't do and what they should believe and what reality is. But I said, man, it's 1 trillion people that then came and lived this life and did the same thing. From racism to politics to it didn't matter what it was. It's 1 trillion people that then came and lived this life. And as they were going, no matter what they went through or what they did, they had the feeling that they was making the right choice. And you gonna tell me that right now, today, out of all those trillions, right now, today, I'm saying the right things. You're saying the right things. No, we're just playing the same game that everybody else that came before us played. That's all we doing. We playing the same game, putting up the same fight, disguising reality the same way it's been disguised. We just got new stuff to disguise it with. Our clothes look different. Our technology is different. We disguising and shading and putting this overlay or this persona over the same thing that's always been here. And everybody then came and did it. Nikola Tesla. We can go all the way back to the pharaohs. We can go all the way back to before then. All the ones that did it and that then came and that then said what this thing was or what it's doing and gave a better understanding when it's like, bro, you know what we need to do is just start being. Because really can't nobody explain it. You feel me? You can explain it all you want. It's still a small percentage of it. It's so little. We talking about an infinite place, man. A place of infinite. It's infinite. We can't even, we talking about people. We are people that are not even living to be 100 years old. And we trying to explain infinity within 100 years. It's impossible. It can't be done. Because this thing is infinite. And like we only, even when we go back in history, we only can go back so far. Because before they started saving and writing it down and being able to record it, it was a time that we was here for eons before we could even before we even thought about drawing an animal, a depiction of an animal on the wall. We don't know how long that was. We don't know how long that was. We can find, I don't care how many bones we find and we backdate them to be 3 million years old. Like, just think how long it took for this thing to grow and to become what it is. To just for it to be here and to be what it is right now. We're talking about probably billions of years. There's no way that we can fundamentally put that into one saying, into one video. Like there's no way. We can give you all everybody is doing is making it easier for you to be here. We're making it lighter. We're making your load lighter. That's it. We're just making your load lighter. We're giving you something better to think about. You feel me? We making the ride easy. All we doing is putting a pillow on life and going, man, lay back on this pillow. You feel me? It's going to still be bumpy, but with this pillow right here, it ain't going to be as bumpy. You feel me? Now you got a little cushion. All right? It's not going to change anything. It's still going to be the bumpy ride. It's still going to be life. You feel me? And it's wild, like, to even think about because nobody really has the answers. And the ones who we thought had the answers, what happened? They came and they left. They didn't take, all they left was the ideas. And then once we get 100 years from now, the ideas going to change. And they going to evolve and be different than what they were then. That like they always have done. They always didn't evolve. Like if we was living in ancient Kemet or something like that, we would be looking at it like this, but it'll be different times and we'll still have these same sayings, these same things, but it's not going to stop life from going. Nothing is going to stop life from going forward and being what it is. Nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't care what you believe, what you think, don't think, love, hate, all these different things, bro. It's going to keep going. And everybody's going to take that love and they're going to design their love the way they want to design it. Everybody's going to take that hate and they're going to design it the way they want to design it. Everybody that come and did it, bro. It did, like, I wish I could find that experience to where I see myself living all these different lifetimes. And every time, bro, I thought I had it right. Every life, I had a whole different system, a whole different understanding, and I knew I was right at that time that I was living it. I knew I was right. And then what happened? I perished and I came back and I did it again. And I thought the same thing. But life don't have no answers. Life just is. Life has all the answers and no answers at all. It just is, and it's going to keep going, despite what? Despite what we think, what we feel, what we believe. It don't matter what we believe. Life is going to keep going every which way. It's not going to just go the way you want it. It's going to show you that it's going the way you want it for you. Because it's gonna design itself for you, because you designed it in your mind as you grew up and you went along. You made it into what you wanted it to be, and you know what it did? It became that. And I asked myself all the time, why is that? Why? It's like, why is that? Oh, thanks, Mazak, however you say your name, 100. Yeah, man. Oh man. It's like, oops, I did it again. Hey, Magnum Orphans, that's how it was every time I came back. Every time I came back, it was like, oh, I did it again. You feel me? And then I seen myself getting old to where my whole beard was just fully gray, and I'm sitting at a table. On this one, I'm sitting on like a concrete wall or something. Every one I was somewhere different, but I had a different system that I ran off of. And I seen myself get old, and like every time I got old, I would just sit there and just look at people and look at everything the people was doing and how people was running around and what, the things that they were just being. And it was like, golly, bro, it's like trippy. It's like the trippiest thing to see. But I always say, bro, see for yourself. Like, don't go out and say what the reality is doing. Go out and just watch. And just watch people. Watch the way people act. Watch the things people do. And you can see it. You can see it. You can see reality being all these different things. You're going to see people being different religions. People having different belief systems. People who think they got authority over other people. You're going to just watch all the people who putting these acts on. Or it's like, like I was saying the other day, the world is a stage. You're going to see everybody persona. And you going to know that that's not them. That's just life being life. Like, this is what life does. This is what life does as a human. This is how life goes as a human. No different than an animal, a tree, a rock, or anything else. It just play out in every which way you can think of. Every which way. But we can go, oh no, my way is the way. Yeah, your way is the way because it's good for you. It's the way that you created. It's the way that you made. Like I was tripping off of just watching videos of people that was taking drugs or either lost their mind and like to the point to where they thought they were God. And now like I understand that part. I understand that we are God when it comes to our thoughts and what we build in reality. Because as you're going, everything that you're taking in, you're making the choice to believe it or not to believe it. You making the choice to accept it or not to accept it. And the things that you are accepting is creating boundaries and walls. So the other stuff that's outside of it can't even get in. Oh, you creating your own walls. Like I said, you creating your own prison. You putting the walls around you and you going, I don't want this to get in. You feel me? I don't like apples. I don't want no apples in my reality. You feel me? So every time an apple come and it try to grow, you going, no, you're not thinking that, oh man, if somebody offer you apples, man, I don't even eat apples. You're not thinking I can take that apple. Oh man, I know I don't eat apples, but I can take this apple and I know that person is hungry over there. I'm gonna hold this apple until I get to somebody that's hungry that eat apples that I can give it to because this person didn't want it. Like, we don't look at it like that. We just want to throw it out and keep it outside our walls. Like, I'm to that point to where I take it all in, and you feel me, and I might use it and give it to the next person later on. I might use it for something else later. But I don't, I don't just rock with it at the point to where I'm going to just believe it and now I'm going to make that my life. I can't make that my life. I couldn't see myself right now walking around as like a spiritual guru. Like a guru that only talks like, like I love Sadhguru, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't see myself walking around as him because now I have to play a role and I gotta be this person for everybody. And it's like, what about my family? What about my kids? I'm gonna be the guru to my kids. You feel me? I'm a guru them. I'm a guru my wife. I'm a guru. I can't do that. I don't want to take that role. I like being who I am and what I am, and I can switch out of these little roles here and there, but I don't want to just fully be that thing right there. I can't. It's not me. I don't, and like just me knowing the personas, it's like I just don't want to. Do you feel is there something we meant to learn in every lifetime to know, come back? Or do you believe we come back regardless in the endless loop? Like, think about it, right? We always say that. That's one thing that I tripped off of. It's like people feel like it's something like we here to learn. And I'm like going, yeah, duh, it feels like that. Because as we go on, we learning. But why, if we here to learn, why every time we come back, why do we start all over? Because it's creating a new life. Life begins anew. Every time you go and you come back and you don't know nothing again, life begins. It's a new life. And just think how many times you can create a new life. An infinite amount of times. Every time. Because every time you come back, you're not gonna have the ideas that you had before. You're gonna create something new. Like, you can do that an infinite amount of times. But if that thing that is infinite in all, it doesn't need to learn anything. It doesn't need the things that the body needs. It doesn't crave the things that the body craves. You got to understand, the body craves food. The body craves love. That thing don't need love. It just is. It's already everything. So what would it actually need? It don't need information. How's it going to need information about planets that it created that it already is? How's it going to need information about an insect that it already is? How it's going to need information about whatever we doing when it already is that thing? It's already everything. So what information does it actually need? It just needs to be. It just needs to live and experience and experience life as a human, as an insect, as an animal, as a planet. It doesn't need all these things. Like, it's already the stars. It's already the moon. It's already Venus. It's already Pluto. It's already all of that. Only the human we only need to learn in order for what? The things we learn is to keep us productive in society. But when you go, just like everything else here, you can't take none of this stuff with you. You can't take nothing you so-called think you so saved in your mind, because you got to understand it's saved up here. This goes too. You don't need to take it. Like, why would you want to? Bro, have you ever had I've had experiences to where I popped out of my body and I looked at my body and I seen my body laying in the grass and I seen everything that my body was holding and I said, I'm glad I got out of that. My body had so much luggage and so many things that it saved, and it said, hey, I like this, I like that. And it was holding on to it, and it was carrying all of it, but it couldn't carry all of it. You feel me? It couldn't even play with all of it. But when I popped outside of it and I seen what it was carrying, it was like a relief. I didn't need none of it. Like, why in the astral plane, why would I need anything that's here? Why would I need a car? Like, why would I need anything that's here that the mind can save? If I'm already spirit, why do I need anything, even the spirit that I created here? Why would I need to take that back into the spirit world that is already spirit, that knows its spirit, that knows everything, that can be anything and be anywhere and do anything that it wants? I won't need it. I won't need it because I will already be and have everything. I'm like, it's already that. So it's like weird, bro. So I never could understand that. Like, oh, we have to learn this and we have to learn that. No, you have to learn that in order to be a better human for humans. You don't have to be a better human for the spirit, because the spirit gonna reside and exist in everything regardless, whether you here or not. I think we keep the spiritual aspect of memory, but not the memories of physical. Maybe. It could be. It could be. Maybe. But I always go, man, I always just feel like everything is right there. Like we created it with the mind. There's so many things that we created with the mind. And the mind, it doesn't go as far as this thing. This outside giant thing that's happening. You feel me? The mind is, you got to understand, like once we created the first idea, bro, it started, it was like the top of the pyramid. And then it stacked 2 more blocks under it. Then it stacked 4 blocks under that. Then it stacked 8 blocks under that. To where we in the part of the pyramid to where it got an infinite amount of blocks in it. We didn't have this many blocks when the pyramid first started. Now we got an infinite amount of blocks. So infinitely, it can be whatever you choose it to be. Whatever. Like, come on now. Okay. How can I put this? Like I said, trillions. We talking about trillions of people that didn't live this life. And what you got to understand about life is there's one underlying thing going on. That's only probably 1 through 4. But we done stacked hella stuff on top of that thing and made it 1 through a billion. We done stacked hella things on top of it that made it not even really what it is. It's something, we done made it more than what it is. So it's not even that underlying thing no more. It is, but it ain't at the same time. It is, but it ain't at the same time. But it's deep, bro. It's deep, but I gotta head out of here. We've been on for 2 hours. What I'll do is I need to upload this video and put this video in. You feel me? And so people can check out this video, because it was a good video. And I need to start putting my experiences back on YouTube, since they not tripping off of them. That's why I took them down, because they was kind of tripping back in the days. But everything been good now. But I'm about to find out and see what's happening with work today. And then if I ain't got to work, I'm going to just basically come back and do a video. Well, it depends on the kids also. Because it sounds like everybody's still asleep because they was up playing the game all last night. But I'm going to see what's going on. And then I'll probably be back depending on what I have to do. But thank everybody for joining. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. And yeah, man, get that Discord. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people out there that be talking about their experiences, but they don't come in and talk about their experiences in the Discord. I think our consciousness exists outside of the mind. A part of me be thinking that. A part of me be thinking that, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it don't. If it do, then that mean that thing right there is what's creating all of this. And that's, like he said, that's a paradox. It's exactly a paradox. You feel me? All right, green buds. But this was a good video. I thank y'all for joining. And, man, till next time, man, I'm a holler. Peace out. Be quiet. Peace out, man.
Okay.
Or matter of fact.
it
Let me go
makes
check my stuff.
sense
I'm gonna
though.
let this video right here
Because
play,
like how I
so
was just
y'all can
talking about
listen
the
to the
little
video. I'm
stage,
gonna
and
just
then you
let this
go up to
video play
Lamborghini,
because,
and you
like I
go up
said,
to
this was a
Rolls
dope
Royce. A
video
lot of
right
us never
here.
even fucking rode in a fucking
So I'm gonna just let this. I'm gonna
Lamborghini
let this
or a
video play
Rolls
all the
Royce, so
way
you wouldn't
through,
fucking know how
and
it
then I'm gonna be
feel to
right
be a
back. I'm gonna
god.
be right back. Let me just go
Because
make sure I ain't gotta go
when
in
you
and stuff.
god level is nigga is Rolls
I ain't gonna just
Royce.
take off like that. Too many people here. So just give me a minute.
God level is like Rolls Royce. Think about that shit, bro. Like we pushing around right now in Fiats and shit. Yeah, I feel, but I'm back. I'm just saying, bro. It's starting to make too much goddamn sense, and that's the problem. You feel me? Because I always said, you want to be comfortable. But think about, I'm like going, bro. Okay, God level. We just putting it in the car fashion, like, cause if you put it, ain't nothing different from anything. We the only ones make things different in the way that we separate it. So if you even go God level, yeah, God level is like Rolls Royce, Lamborghini. You feel me and shit like that. Shit, we don't even know about, bro. We fucking pushing around in Yugos and this nigga Ty. I got a Suzuki. I'm pushing around in the Suzuki Sidekick. Oh shit, bro. I quit. I'm just saying, I quit. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. I ain't gonna even, yeah, I'm just saying, I ain't even gonna elaborate on it. I ain't gonna elaborate on that. But when you think about it though, it's fucking crazy because everything rolls like that. And it's like, oh, okay. But back to the trip though. Fall out my seat, bro. This reality, but this the reality we created it. We made it to be what it is, bro. We made it to be what it is. That's the funny thing about it. And it's crazy because you expect. I can't stop laughing about that because when I think about it, though, it's like, oh, fucking okay, okay. I kind of get it. I get it. I get that though. Even though it's funny and it's fucked up at the same time, but it's some real shit though. It's some real shit at the same time. It's fucked up. That's the cosmic giggle. That's the cosmic giggle though, bruh. I'm not look. So therefore, but basically, what I was trying to say was, yeah, as I was outside of the vessel and watching the vessel move around, it was just kind of freaky, though. It freaked me out for a minute because it was like I did it, but I never paid attention to it. And this time, everything that the vessel was doing, I was paying attention, but I was looking at it from a distance, like, and I'm like, going, fuck, that's kind of tight, though, because everything I tell it to do, it's actually doing. It's rolling the blunt, rolling the weed, trying to get high. Because I was confusing myself because I go, okay, when I'm on the trip, if I if I drink a little bit of alcohol or if I smoke, it makes the trip last longer. Like just how we say about the fucking crystals and shit. We start to begin to separate the reality and make everything different. Everything be different. And it's like, fuck, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I'm high right now. You know, I'm soaring. I'm soaring. And like I said, I had a lot to say, but it's not gonna let that happen. It's not gonna let that happen. Oh, okay, okay. In part of the trip, okay, sound. Always understand sound and frequency is like next level, because sound and frequency is gonna actually take you to where you want to go, like anywhere you want to go. Just like, okay, like we were saying, the crystal. But I'm just saying, stop saying that. But I'm just saying, sound and frequency is going to actually take you wherever you want to go. Because I was listening to music and like I was listening to the God frequency. And bro, when it stopped, like I was listening to Malaya, when it stopped, this is what was freaky. When it stopped, I was in another reality and I was being that reality. And then as I was being that reality, because I'm like, I'm listening to the music, I'm not paying attention that I'm not me. I'm just going along and just being whatever it's telling me to be or whatever it's showing me. So when I was being that other person in that other reality, bro, and the music stopped, bro, it froze and it was half and half. So when I opened my eyes, half of the reality over here was here, but the other half was there. Bruh, it kind of freaked me out because, like, I was stuck with it. I'm like looking, going, wait, what the fuck? Like, I was in this reality and that reality when the music stopped. Because at first I was just in that reality. But when the music, like, stopped and it was going to the next song, because I got pissed off because I'm going, every time it get ready to go to the next song, it's like a fucking 20-second pause. And it's like, why I gotta wait 20 seconds for it to get to the next song? And then that time when it paused and I'm stuck in that reality and this reality, I said, oh, what the fuck? It was like fucking crazy because because you it's like you live these other lives that you don't know about. And then when you get caught in those lives and you seeing that life, you start being that life, you forget about this one. And then just think everything goes blank. And now you stuck. Not like you in this reality, but you looking in that reality like, how the fuck I get over there? That's how I was tripping. Like I'm going, wait. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, because the whole time while I was existing in that reality, I didn't even understand this one. This one didn't even exist. But then when that pause came, it was like half and half, bro. No lie. Half and half. Half the room was here and half the room was in that dimension. And it was like, oh shit. But then that was the whole time. That was me practicing, not seeing with my eyes, but seeing with my mind. Because now it's like I was at the point to where I was seeing with my mind. So when it came back, I'm on gigs and I'm connected to the internet. That don't make no sense, bro. My shit tripping. Yeah, my shit tripping. Yeah, jumping timelines. You learn the shifting in time. Yeah. It was trippy. It was trippy. But it's just pivotal points that's coming to me like as I go, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm explaining them because if I just go to sleep, they gonna be forgot about. I ain't, tomorrow I'm not gonna remember them at all. But I don't know, bro. I have yet to dive in on the bromo, but I can say this experience and then seeing D-Lo, like understanding how we see each other in different dimensions is fucking weird because it lets you know that we are really lost in this dimension, not knowing what the fuck is going on. We lost ourselves in this motherfucker, bro. From a dream and having to write it down or it slips away, yeah. And that's what happens because yeah, every time because I come outside, I'll sit outside for 30 minutes, eyes closed, sometimes half and on and off. But it'll teach me something. And then like the Mr. Miyagi shit, I didn't even I couldn't even, I didn't even, I had to keep reminding myself over and over again in order to even have that and take that with me and be like, okay, I got that, I understand it now, because I always wonder why you would show me some ugly shit. I'll be seeing it. I'll be crying. I ain't gonna lie. I'll bitch up, I'll be crying. But then I go like, why would they show me that? In any of your trips, have you ever experienced radiomass lift off like sounds, background, exactly 1,500 feet? No, because every time I go, I'll be already listening like some type of music or something. I always have, I have like I drown out the world. Like I put my headphones around my head right now. I drown out the world. Like before when I started, I kept like I had my headphones on when I started to do the live, and I'm like, why the fuck is the God frequency still playing? I had to stop it because that shit was gonna play through the live. But I'm like going, bro, I don't know. Sound and frequencies is something else though. It's kind of amazing because every sound that I was actually listening to, I'm talking about from listening to Malaya shit to going to the slow shit and then taking off and going to like Mozzie and going into the rest, the shine, bro. Every frequency, it actually it takes you somewhere. Like it takes you somewhere. I don't know where the fuck these places be. I can't explain them because some of the shapes and stuff and the things you be seeing you never seen before. You can't explain it. You can't just go, okay, well, yeah, yeah, it was an umbrella and it was a window. No, these are things that look like coins, like gold coins, and I I can't even fucking explain half the shit. Samurai shit, and like it's inexplainable. You can't even like it's like mandala shit, like constantly though, bruh. Like constantly. That shit is and you can't explain it, but it's crazy because every time you go there and you start to see these weird ass gold coins and things made out of you like samurai shit, but it's all like gold. Like you fucking can't. You can't. Like, how are you gonna explain that? It's like you seeing it and you seeing it transform into different things, but it's like you can't explain it with words because you can't even explain it because you ain't never seen the shit before, but you seen the shit before. That's the crazy thing. When you get there, you go, I seen this before. And I know I've been here many a times, but I don't even know what to call it. Like, you don't even know what to call it. There's no name for it. Like, the I am.
I am that.
That's
I
it.
am the
The I am.
everything, man.
Because I am whatever
I'm
that
back.
shit
I ain't got to
is.
work till Wednesday.
And you are too. And that's fucking trippy, bro. It's trippy.
The I am.
Yeah. Let's see. Any of your trips are oh, like, not enough words here. Yes, not enough words. You can't. It's impossible. But I can tell you, like, once you start to see it, you're going to remember. You're going to remember being it. You're going to remember being there. It's not nowhere. The places that we go and the things that we see, it's not something that we don't know about. And that's the freaky thing. Is because, like, I already know about these places, but how the fuck do I know about these places without even knowing about these places? So when you take me there, I can remember when I've been there before. But in the reality, when I'm just living as me, I don't recall these places at all. If you, it's like saying, it's like your block, like living on your block and somebody come and bro, you know where you lived at, you know where you was raised at. But just think, if somebody come to you and they tell you a whole place where you existed at and you ain't never been there. You know you ain't never been there, but when they start breaking it down to you, you start to remember it. And you going, how the fuck do I even remember this? How is that possible? And it's kind of freaky, bro. It's kind of freaky at the same time because I'm like going, I'm giving you access to my mind. Like you're in my mind, so you got access to everything I know, everything I am. You have access to it. I can't lie to you. That's why it always freaked me out when they said, okay, God asked Adam and Eve, asked Adam, okay, why'd you eat the fruit? And it's like, he already know. Nigga, you in his mind already. Like Professor Xavier shit. Like you already in my mind. You already know everything. So I can't just say anything. And like I should be able to just think it and you know it. Like you already fucking know. It's like you already know, bruh. So it's like questions is futile to me. Questions don't make sense. It don't make sense to go in and to me to go in and ask questions because you already every question that you didn't already ask yourself, you didn't already answered without even knowing. You didn't already answered every question you didn't ask yourself. Oh my god, like this shit is fucking retarded, bro. What'd you say? You also get flashes of the other places, memories. Oh yeah, yeah, all the time. Like the whole time you get flashes. And like when the flashes come is weird because we'll call them flash memories, flash past lives or whatever. But when they come, it'll be a flash. But then you'll remember when that flash come, bro. You're gonna get a lot out of that flash because you're gonna go, okay, damn, I was this, I was that, I was that. And you just see hella shit on that flash. Like right now, like I just got a flash memory of a place that was like the way the street was shaped like a circle, right? And we stayed like in the corner of the fucking street. This don't make sense because it got to be a dream or something because streets are not made like this. But you'll get flashes like that, and then. But that flash, once you
Wow,
understand
that's
that flash,
wild,
bro,
bro.
it'll show
Cause
you
I remember that
that
place.
whole life of that
I remember that place.
being in that
I
place right there.
100% remember
That don't
that
sit right
place.
with me though. That don't sit right with me
Cause
because it
it's
happens
wild,
so
right?
much.
It's wild because you'll get a flash of a place and like all you need is a piece, a 3 second piece of it, and then it'll play out. And you'll start seeing more of it. And you'll have memories of the place that you're in. I do that in dreams right now. Like I was saying when I had that dream and I had, did something wrong and I ran over all them people that was trying to so called get me. And I was waiting. I said, man, I'm gonna wait for I'm gonna just sit here and wait for the police to come. And as I was waiting, I'm like my mind started thinking, going, dang, even though you're gonna beat this in self defense, you're gonna have to go to jail. And then I had memories of me being in jail before in that reality within that dream. And it wasn't a prison that's here. It was like totally different. It was like a handball court that we went to the yard that was like on a hill, and it was like weird, bro, but I had memories of that place within my dream. And it's like it's the same with this. Like you'll go to these places and you'll be this person. And soon as you become that person, you'll get that person's memories. And you can see certain stuff that person did days before. And it's like, how, bro? How is that even a thing? How is that even a
And the
possibility?
places that, like, they don't exist at all. They don't exist. And that don't make
But
sense.
they
If they
do
don't exist,
exist.
how the fuck in my mind am I seeing them? And I'm going, okay, yeah, I remember different things, doing different things throughout that fucking little frequency that was dropped on me. And it's like, that don't make sense because it don't even go into this reality actually. It, like, there's
But it
nothing
do.
in this reality that's even like it.
It do. It it it, it
I
makes
don't
sense,
get
but
that,
it
bro.
don't at the same time. It's the most trippiest
Hmm.
thing, man.
That should be
But
blowing
I'm
my
gonna let that
mind.
video in.
I'm
That is
talking to
wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the psychedelics I did, 4-ACO was one of the most fascinating ones that I ever encountered because the things that it showed me, it was just beyond my existence. It was beyond what I knew or what I expected. Like how it showed me how we create the light in the dark, because I used to be scared to go and trip in the backyard at nighttime because one time on mushrooms I went out there. Remember, I got chased by the Cyclops. The Cyclops started turning into these clouds that came around the moon, and the eye was the moon of the Cyclops. And the Cyclops started reaching down at me, and when he started reaching down at me, I ran in the house. Then I tried it again. I said, man, I'm gonna try to trip in the backyard at night again, because I used to try to trip like around 5 or 4 o'clock so that I can trip like 3 hours in the daytime, and then I can have the rest of my experience at night. So I went one time, and then it was shadows all around the outside of the gate, and they all was standing with like robes on, hoodies on, and they was looking down at me like, and I was like, whoa, bruh, you feel me? Even though, and when you can see in that 360, it's just like you can see all of them at one time. You didn't have to just look at one. You could see them all at one time looking down at you, and you can see them from every which way, every angle. So it was like kind of had me spooked to go out in the backyard and trip at night. And then it was nighttime that time when I was tripping off the 4-ACO, and it was telling me, man, go in the backyard. You need to go, check out the stars and stuff. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going back there. I'm scared. And it's like, hold on, man. How you going to be scared of something that you created? You created this fear. You made this fear. And like I started noticing that on my psychedelic experiences, all I was doing a lot of times was overcoming my own fears, getting past my own mind, getting past the ideas and different things that I created within myself. I was getting past all that. That's why they say let go, because you have to let go of everything you believe to be so, everything that you didn't accept it along the way. You have to let all these things go in order to keep going forward with wherever you going, with whatever you seeing, because you're gonna block yourself. You're gonna create walls that you're not gonna let yourself get past, and you'll be thinking, oh man, it's the entities not letting me into the DMT space. No, it's not. It's you. You not letting yourself in there. Because how do you know that the entities is not letting you in? Because you said that. Because you believe that. You accepted that. They're always letting you in. But they only let your mind go as far as what you know. They ain't gonna let you go all the way, because your mind is not gonna be able to handle it. Like when you become that one thing and become one with everything, it's the most fascinating thing, but it's scary at the same time. It's scary to know that you are this one thing, and you can tell everything everybody's going to do, how the car is going to move, what's going to happen, this person going to do it. You can tell all these things. It's like, it's kind of scary, like it's not supposed to happen, even though it's happening. But your mind is not, it's only going to let you go so far because of the stop signs you created over time. So you got to get past, you got to break all those barriers you created. You got to break through all those walls in order to get further and further and further and further until you step outside of the mind. Because the mind, or, that thing that's creating all these things, you're trying to get outside of that. Because the only way that you can be or exist is within that. because that's what you put yourself in. So when you get past that, bro, it's a whole different light. It's a whole different light. It's a whole different meaning to the story. It's a whole different story that's going on within the story that's outside of the story, but it's in the story. And that's the part that we hide ourselves from. We hide ourselves from that part, and we play this part right here. We play this human part of being this human thing, because we in the body of this human right now at the time. So we have to be human. If you just stop being human and you start being gorilla, you feel me? It's gonna mess up reality. It's gonna mess things up. People gonna be like, he gorilla right now. Like, how is he acting gorilla? You feel me? No, we being human. And the human can be just about anything. You feel me? There's nothing that the human can't be. That's what's wild, like when you think about reality and the concepts and the ideas that we have. When people fall in love with trees, like they start to become the tree. I think it was like Family Guy. I think it was Family Guy where they had the one guy where she stopped talking to her boyfriend. She started talking to the one dude that was into plants and stuff. So like what he did was he went and got a giant pot, put dirt in it, and he stood in it like he was a plant. And he had people carrying him around as a plant. Like it's wild, because anything within this reality, once we take on the idea, we become that thing. We become it. Like we get infused with it. We create this symbiotic relationship with our beliefs, with our ideas, or with that thing. You feel me? Like if I got the love for the trees, I start going and I sit around the trees, and it's like I become the trees. I know I say what the trees is feeling. The trees don't like being cut down. The trees don't, and we do this with everything. We do this with everything because all these things are us. They are us. It's hard to just see it, but you can see it with you can see it in the fact of how people get attached to them, how people get attached to all these things. Anything in life they can get attached to, and once they become attached to it, it become that little sword that's living right there on their shoulder. You feel me? Controlling them. Like that thing takes over your life, and it becomes to be the pivotal thing that's happening in your life. Like, and it's wild because you start to see what is in control of you. You think that you are in control of you, but you're not. It's all these other things that are going on that's controlling you. And then we always talk about the government and MK Ultra and all this. Yes, because they're gonna control us like this because they already know. They already know these things, so that's why they can put things out the way, put movies out the way they put movies, and we wonder why we all into consciousness and all they've been putting it in our movies and cartoons since we was little. Spirituality, they've been putting all these things in all our cartoons, in all the movies, our best movies that we love, and that little part that factored in, that played, we didn't even catch it. We didn't have to. Our subconscious mind catched it and it saved it. So then when it seen anything that was pertaining to that, it grabbed that too and it put it back there and it saved it. And it's like they know this. They know this. Like we know. I think we know this. That's why when we have kids, we try to build our kids in a certain way and make our kids be a certain way, the way that we want them to be, instead of letting them just grow into and blossom the way they want. We want them to be like this. You got to be like this. You got to talk to people like this. And it's like, bro, you feel me? It's weird, bro. I know we know, but at the same time, we know in a way that we cover it with this life thing. But now I'm about to kill the live. Now I'm about to stop the live because that video is over. But I'm going to sit back for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to just open the Discord so we can chop it up on Discord. But, man, y'all have a good one. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. And really, this time, I'm gone.